happy Saturday.
You almost forgot what day it was, huh?
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
You know what's funny?
Yeah. What?
So there's a reason Beth says, hello, hello, hello.
There is?
Yeah.
What?
That stupid ghost show we watch.
Oh, hello.
Hello. What's that one called?
Destination Fear.
Destination Fear. It's on like the Travel Channel or something like that. And it's like these little kids running around. They're little kids.
They're like
20s
20,
or something like
23,
that.
24, maybe 25.
It's awesome. Hope you guys are doing good. What's going on, Logan? What's happening, Chuck? What's going on, Bill? Ruben?
Early for us.
It's early. Trying to get this knocked out before the fight.
We make concessions for good UFC nights.
Yep.
However, I'm a little tired of spending $80 a pop every 2 weeks.
Whatever. Welcome to Bar is Open with Beth and Greg. I'm Greg.
I'm Beth.
That's Beth, and cheers,
Cheers.
mofos. Look at that. I didn't swear within the first 15 seconds.
Well, let's see how long you can go.
There's plenty of time for swearing. What's up, D? How you doing? Hope you're having a good night. Hope everybody's having a good night.
Facebook hates me.
Why? Oh, it's just you. Scroll down. Do something.
You do something.
Put it on your phone. Do that. Put it on your phone instead.
Okay.
That way you can do your
You're
stuff
so
off.
bossy.
She's been doing this for how long?
Not long enough, apparently.
Over a year. We're at episode 99.
No, we haven't been doing this. We've been doing this for about 7 months.
If I had somebody that worked for me, a.k.a. my wife.
I don't work for you, bitch.
We kind of do.
No, negative,
No?
ghostwriter.
Is this is this a co-parenting thing?
This is co-owners.
Oh, co-ownership? I mean, I'm kind of like the CEO.
Dream on.
Whatever. Howdy. What's up, Corey? How you doing, man?
You wish you know my body. Well,
Go to a bar and you won't pay $80. Exactly. That's what Chuck said. Nah, we got an 80-inch TV in our house with surround sound,
And
dude.
if the fights are boring, I could do something else.
Right. So
It's kind of nice just getting them at home, but it is expensive. So I value your recommendation,
fights,
Chuckles.
right? Absolutely.
I value that.
First and foremost, go out, check us out.
Heidi.
Check us out on The Bar is Open with Beth and Greg out on Instagram and on the Facebooks.
On the book face, as Charles' moms used to say.
On Charles' moms?
Charles Basinger used to say on the book face.
On the book face. Check us out on iTunes and Spotify and Podbean as well. If you don't mind, give us a 5 stars. We've got a few reviews out there, which is kind of cool.
Yeah.
So, thank you guys so much for tuning in. This is my day.
Problems of a 2-story house.
Yep.
What is it like when you work up? But I guess it's earlier. So our house stays cool most of the day.
Mm-hmm. It was like a 92-degree day today.
Yeah. So it probably right about 1 o'clock started getting hot in here.
Yeah.
But it's not normally that hot up here, is it, when you work?
Afternoons it gets warm.
Does it?
Yeah, so AC bill is
take off all your clothes.
I just get naked and turn off my camera.
Leave your camera off.
I don't even put any stickies. I'm just take a chance. I don't cover it.
You big balls it, huh? You big balls it. I'm not going to be
that motherfucker. It's like caught on camera.
I double dog dare you to turn my camera on. Me neither. Could you imagine? I don't turn my camera on when I'm on a good day. I'm like, nope.
I'm on camera all day long in front of a Zoom or something like that.
So it's really funny because I was talking with a friend and she always has her camera on. And she was telling me she was in a meeting with her boss's.
What's going on?
Her boss's boss's boss.
Yep.
And she said that day, she was like, I hadn't brushed my hair. It was dirty. I still had pajamas on. She's like, it was just one of those days where I was casual, pretty casual. She goes, the one time I don't turn on my damn camera, I have a meeting with her. And she's like, what I'd really like to see next time is your camera on. She's like, mother effer. I have my camera on all day, every day. I was
Except for the first meeting at 8 o'clock in the morning or something stupid.
She didn't. She said she was dirty all day. She's like, I didn't shower. I didn't do. She's like, I was dirty and I wasn't turning my camera on. So she goes, I told her, I'm not going to subject you to the way I look today. And I was like, at least you were honest.
Right.
But she still said at the end, next time I'd like to see your camera on. Isn't that always the way it goes? Like the one time you don't do something is the one time somebody's like,
yeah,
as a leader, you need to be turning your camera on.
Yeah, it happens. And it's not, you're a people leader or whatever, and then you have, I know, but if you were or something like, or a leader by name, title, whatever, and then you're leader.
I only turn my camera on when I present in front of large groups.
I turn mine's on all day long.
I
don't know.
Yeah. Sometimes even with my stakeholders for my projects, I don't turn on.
Corey said it's always hot with Beth and Greg around.
Aw,
nice.
You should have just said Beth. Kidding.
Fuck off. Come on. I like the love once in a while. Yeah, let's jump into this shit, man. We got some limited time. Are you guys getting the fights? We're getting the fights. That's why we're going early. So we've got 99, man. This is the big one right before the big one. The big one.
So it's funny because you have not been complaining about the internet.
It's been working.
Only now you've been complaining about trying to get everything ready for episode 100.
Dude, I need
Last night you were talking to me and you had a few beers and so you kept going and I was like, let him go. Let him go and just
I need some Xanax over here, man.
Just not. Oh, okay.
So we've got a fun guest. You guys all know him, but I'm not going to say who it is until just before we go online.
Just a bit outside.
But just before we go on. So it'll be fun as shit. I think everybody's gonna we hope. I'm gonna bust my ass this week to tomorrow and through the week to make sure everything.
That's a real reason why you won't go to the movies with me tomorrow.
Runs smoothly. Yeah.
I'm in the car. Greg always bitches at me about I don't ever want to do anything but stay at home and read. So we went out and ran around today. We'll talk about that. But then I was like, we should go to. I'm craving movie popcorn. We should go to the movies. I'm not going to the fucking movies. I'm like. You always bitch that I don't want to do anything, and now I want to go see Mortal Kombat on an actual movie theater.
Nobody wants to see Mortal Kombat.
I do, bitch, and really? I'm everybody for you.
You guys want to see Mortal? I don't know.
I do. I want to.
I've heard good and bad reviews.
I've seen the original. It can't be any worse.
Oh shit! Right?
And it's rated R, so it's got to be kind of bloody and gory.
I think it's just bloody and gory. Like you can see some of the previews and stuff like that. I mean, they're pretty good.
I still think that we're gonna go, even though you're fighting me on it. I'm
Beth reads, Chuck. She reads like a billion books. Chuck said, "You read." It's on the YouTubes.
My vocabulary has grown exponentially over the last 13 months.
Exponentially. She used exponentially. She wouldn't have done that 14 months ago.
I'd have been like, my vocabulary big.
I got big language.
I talk big.
Big words. Big words.
Yeah, my brain has grown. I mean, it almost doesn't fit in my head anymore.
Yeah, I know. You got like a little encephalitis going on there.
These wigs around it.
I don't know what the fuck she's talking about. But yeah, so we guessed.
Yeah, of course you don't. You don't have any hair.
You don't. Fuck off. Yeah. That's 2 fuck offs for the night.
Oh, what did you call me?
I called you a dumbass.
And what did I do?
You smacked the shit out of me.
And you were about to say something like, don't hit me. And I was like, you called me a dumbass. You totally deserve that. And what was I was like, you can call me an asshole. You can call me dipshit. You cannot call me dumbass. That is rude.
Evidently, it was rude.
You're questioning
She put us on the wrong way. Like, she's like, take the frontage road.
You never listened to me. I don't know why you listened to me this first time. I was like,
I'm never listening again.
I'm fine with that. I'll still give you my opinion. You do with it what you want. It's a free world. I can give it and you can ignore it. But I was like,
We're getting more cameras then.
Negative.
See? That's an opinion.
Do it.
And what?
Find out.
Smack me again?
Find out.
Whatever. Yeah, so we're looking it's gonna be a fucking fun Wednesday. Either way, I'll figure something out.
We're gonna turn the AC down at like 2.
Yeah. That's over there fanning herself.
I'm like, is it menopause or is it
a hot flash? Is it hot in here? It's fucking hot. So we went to we went to Ikea.
We did.
So we had a great of the traffic because that's what it felt like.
We had a great game plan, didn't we?
Yeah, we did.
We had so much to accomplish there.
And then nothing.
And what we walked out with was not in our game plan.
We go there to get a bookcase.
A bookcase and a filing cabinet. And look at some chairs.
And Ikea, if you've ever been to an Ikea, it's
it's an adventure.
Yeah.
It gives you arrows to tell you which way to go because it's
so big.
And people were getting remember they didn't used to have the arrows.
No, they had them on the floor and the one in Phoenix.
Did they?
Yeah,
this was lit up.
These are like lights on the ground.
Projected.
But it was interesting.
Fancy.
Because, it's not interesting. It's fucking dumbfounding. Because we go there to get exactly a couple of things.
Right.
We walk out with fucking dishes and pot holders.
And dish towels.
And
glasses.
There's a Walmart across the street.
None of those things were on the game list. But we got to the point. Well, I think that's the plan. They get you in there to find the furniture and shit. And then they maneuver you through the little, the kitchen area. I could go
Craig, what's going on, dude?
I could go and I could easily spend $400 in their kitchen area for gadgets I don't need.
We've got enough bullshit.
I know we do.
Clogging up.
It's all called Pampered Chef.
Yeah, it's not a joke.
I still got shit in boxes.
She got shit in boxes downstairs. Never been
from
opened.
a year ago.
In the office.
I ain't got any room.
Because you got too much shit.
I got it all for free.
Don't
and then,
ever let your wife or spouse or
significant other. I hosted a party.
Host a Facebook.
And then I felt guilty because I had over $400 in free stuff, but I was like, I got to give this man some money. So I ordered another like $90 of stuff. And I was like, meh. And I didn't realize it was that much till it started coming and coming.
Boxes.
And then the boxes started being bigger and bigger with all the little. No, do it.
Don't do it.
Do it.
Corey said my wife always walks out with more than what we went to get.
It's kind of like Costco.
99% wasn't on the list. You're 100% right, dude. Like, there wasn't one thing on our list that we walked out of there.
What we found, we went to go to the loading area, and they were sold out.
Oh, yeah, for the bookcase.
And then she was very nice.
We need one. So Beth's got an office downstairs that we've repainted.
We're redoing. We're making it
pretty
fancy.
dope. Yeah. And
it used to be where we started this downstairs.
So you can go back to like episode 50 or 60 or something
and
like
we
that.
Painted it, like filled in the holes that we had put in there from all the other stuff, from all of this stuff. And we're trying to like make it classy.
Yeah, a cool little sitting area.
Yeah. And so
they don't have shit. Don't go to Ikea. Just go to Walmart.
And then the lady, she was very nice, but she was like,
a bunch of beanbag chairs.
The May date is a tentative date. It may be earlier, maybe later. I was like, you might be dead. Keep talking to me because I'm going to go to Living Spaces and get what I need there or Amazon.
You even know the commercial.
I do.
God damn. So when we were on vacation, I do testosterone. I've talked about this a lot in the past. And I go to get my shots. I've been doing it for a long time. Just because it's good for me, right? But I went and got weighed.
Oh, gravy.
And I've lost weight.
Bitch.
I lost weight while I was on vacation.
Fucking hate you.
I lost weight.
I starve.
Literally.
And I don't lose anything. I
drank Whiteclaws and coffee.
And I force-fed you.
And you force-fed me. You're like, you got to eat. I'm just telling you, these things are diet drinks.
Compared to beer, absolutely. Why do you think I quit drinking beer and started drinking those? Hello, what is it, like 1 calorie? No, it's like...
No, it's 100 or something like that.
It's 1 carb.
But I'm telling you, man,
no
1 gram of sugar... Tea. This one's got tea in it, dude. Ugh. It tastes good. Less filling.
It's got 2 sugar. Oh, yours has what? Well, yours only has 1 sugar? And yours is tea. Interesting. Mine has 2.
Sugar.
Mine has 2 sugar.
You should probably get these.
I don't like tea. And 2 grams of carbohydrates.
So if you want to lose weight, start drinking White Claws.
When's your 6-pack gonna?
Dude, it's getting there.
Is it?
I gotta get a lot. I'm 44 years old, people. I've always, we used to call it the Lamontagne roll.
Who's we?
Me and my mom, and we always had like a little roll. You just can't get rid of it. I don't know what the fuck to do. I've had it for my entire life. We've been together for 15 years or some shit like that, 16?
Yeah, something like that.
I've never had a 6-pack in my entire life.
Really?
No. Can't do it.
I had one when I was really skinny.
Yeah, I remember. You're hot as shit. You still are hot as shit.
Thank you, baby, for beep, beep, beep.
I didn't pack up, but I'm just saying. But you were also like anemic and everything else or whatever.
I was hungry 24/7 and I was hangry.
Bitchy.
But the beauty of it was I would have 1 drink and I'd be like, woo!
You were a party girl.
Let's go dancing.
How are you guys doing? Go out there and smash that like button if you don't mind. Just hammer it. Hammer it home.
That's what she said.
Hey, so speaking of hammering stuff, what's in my taco is Beth's next story.
I'll get you mine out of the grutter. The grutter?
The grutter?
The grutter, Gregory.
What is this? What's in my taco?
Taco Bell is going to alternative meat sources, like protein sources. Yeah, what is the craze with all the fast food? Okay, we eat fast food.
Vegans. But don't vegans eat? So they're going to get a cheese-free. Are there?
Says Taco Bell's testing a meat alternative. It's made from a blend of peas and chickpeas. Ew, I hate peas.
No. All right. No. Chickpeas are different. Chickpeas are the shit you make hummus out of.
I don't want that in my taco.
That what you make hummus out of?
Yes,
I think it is.
It is. But that's not then they're going to dress it up so that it looks like meat.
Yeah, they're going to flavor it
they're going to chunk it.
Just
I don't know
like meat. So we do have I have a buddy that if you're into vegan eating, and that's totally cool.
I don't like vegetables. It doesn't work for me.
Wicked Healthy is his company name, and they've been around for quite a while now.
Hey, Frankie. Frankie's watching this.
Is there a printer printing?
It is.
The fuck is it printing?
Or resetting. Nope, it's printing.
Anyway, it's like wicked
Ghost
healthy.
in the Machine.
And they've got some pretty cool shit if you're into alternative.
But that's wicked healthy. This is Taco Bell. This is McDonald's. This
I know.
is...
I'm trying to just give him people. His name's Chad Sarno. He's got some. His brother Derek. It's just a little.
We
plug
love it.
for him.
You bought me their cookbook.
Yeah,
We've never made
he's
anything
super nice.
from
He's
it.
out of Austin. He was fucking Woody Harrelson's private chef for a while. If you all know, the Twinkie in Zombieland was vegan.
Are they really vegan in real life, or did they make it special for him?
They made those Twinkies special for him. He's vegan. He's like vegan. But it's wicked healthy. Go out, check it out. It's pretty cool
healthy?
if you're into that shit, right? But his name's Chad Sarno. His brother's
the
Derek
cookbook.
Sarno. Yeah.
We've never made anything.
He's just a super nice guy. He's been doing it for years, and it's just been his lifestyle. That's totally cool. Yeah.
So it's going to be called the Cravetarian Taco. A vegetarian version of the Crunchy Taco Supreme features a meat substitute made from a blend of peas and chickpeas. The taco also comes with shredded cheddar cheese, lettuce, tomato, and sour cream in a crunchy shell.
Okay, I'm sorry. You read that really fast.
Oh, I did? A vegetarian version of the Crunchy Taco Supreme features a meat substitute made from peas and chickpeas. Comes with shredded cheddar cheese, lettuce, tomato, sour cream, and a crunchy shell.
So you got a shit ton of dairy in there.
Well, that doesn't... Dairy's fine for...
Is it? I don't know.
You know what?
Do vegans eat dairy?
I don't really know. There's ones that won't eat anything that's ever had a face on it, which would mean eggs, cheese,
An egg
dairy.
technically has never had a face on it.
The chicken that it came from does.
But that damn egg hasn't.
Well, the milk doesn't have a face either, but they consider it because it came from the cow. The egg came from the chicken. Then there's the Episcopalians.
Craig said BS. Huh? Craig said BS.
There's the Episcopalian, which isn't really.
That's what my dad is in religion.
It's called like something.
Pescatarian?
Yes.
Episcopalian or a pescatarian?
Exactly like it.
Close. I mean, fuck.
Tarian. They both end in fucking Tarian. Wasn't that far off. They'll eat seafood.
Yep.
They won't eat anything else but seafood. I think vegetarians will eat anything that isn't meat.
I don't know.
It's too much.
It's too much.
Just eat fucking food.
Have a steak.
Yes. Or a hamburger.
Hamburgers.
Could you imagine not having a hamburger? Hello, no.
You can get into Joe Biden's whole Green New Deal and see about that, but that's another story for another time. All of us would have to cut back to only one burger a week or a month or some shit.
Does it go back to the Meatless Mondays that you tried to talk me into that I was like, nope, not going to happen?
I didn't try and talk.
You totally tried to talk me into it.
I said it might be a good idea.
Yeah, that's totally trying to talk me into it.
And I think I was like 35 years old and didn't know better.
I'm pretty sure this was like 5 years ago. So you would have been like 40.
I was like 35.
You'd have been like 40.
No, I would never do that when I was 40.
You did.
No.
Yeah, you were just still doing Taekwondo.
I don't believe you. Anyway.
You don't have to believe me.
I know.
But you tried to talk me into it. I was like, not gonna happen. This girl eats meat.
Yeah. Fuck.
Meat eater.
Meat eater. That's what she said.
Dirty minded. Dirty minded. You know my body. That one fit.
I don't know. Chuck said pescatarian. Reed said, yo, what's up, dude? I hope you guys are having a good one.
Dog?
Bill said he's 10% body fat and don't have a full six pack.
Wow, that's impressive. 10% body fat? Does he eat?
I don't know. Do you eat, Bill?
Do you drink?
Probably. He just eats a lot
alcohol?
of Yeah.
Oh, with 10% body fat.
Yeah, you can. You just gotta. It's like me. You moderate. You drink 3 nights a week versus
7.
5. Like Sunday nights, no drinking on Sunday nights.
He just drinks scotch, so there's no
Or you
fat.
could do that, or you could just drink these iced tea ones.
Ugh, gross. I tasted them. They taste exactly like tea.
They do. That's what I like about them, because those have like a tinny kind of taste a little bit.
I don't think so. I think that was the Trulies. Those taste like IT.
Chuck drinks vodka.
Ew.
Hey, we all
drink
have our
gin.
things.
Gin.
You drink the gin. Yeah.
The gin.
The gin.
And tequila.
So
but only if
Johnson
it's cold in shots. Shot. I don't think that's how it goes, but it's kind of close.
I think that was pretty much it. Johnson & Johnson's vaccine's a hot mess.
Okay.
So what happened? She told me about this, and I'd heard something kind of in the wind about it, but I wasn't
Fart?
quite.
Is that what it was? Because you fart a lot.
So does our dog.
Yes. Didn't she say earlier today he sounded like a balloon when the hair's coming out of it? Because it was like, wee.
We gave my dog Bomber who's a golden retriever.
They get puppuccinos.
He's a little overweight right now. He's
I don't think
on a
he's
diet.
that much over. They played for 5 days straight.
But his ass, have you ever
and he
seen
always does it when he's sitting down.
Have you ever seen a carp, like the sucker fish? They'd like suck up against the glass. I'm fairly certain that's how his ass sits on the ground, and he just farts, and he just squeaks out, and I'm like, what in the fuck is wrong with that dog?
Today, you hit it. You're like, that sounded like a balloon losing air. And I was like, when you were young and you would stretch him.
Yeah.
It was like, wee.
That was coming out of his butt while he's eating a puppuccino out of my head. I'm like, oh my God.
He was too excited.
You guys. DJ said everybody farts. No shit.
Nope.
But my dog's farts.
I don't fart.
Beth farts all the time.
I do not. I toot.
You just move out of the room. She hides. She walks. I'll be out in the garage
I'll be in the garage for 5
getting
minutes.
something.
For 30 seconds.
I got to go get some tissues out of the garage. I'm like, what the fuck? You normally have me get it. So what's Johnson & Johnson up to?
All right.
Dirty people.
They were using Emergent's facility to put together the J&J vaccination, and the FDA inspectors shut down the facility or the factory.
All right.
Because there was so many things I don't know where to start.
To start listing them off. So
the factory was not maintained.
The factory that was creating the vaccine,
bottling it, and shipping it off.
Okay, so this is kind of disgusting. This is,
The factory is not maintained in a clean and sanitary condition. Equipment wasn't cleaned and maintained appropriately. Cross-contamination preventions weren't happening. Components and containers were not handled or stored in a manner to prevent contamination. Inadequate written procedures. Employees were not trained in specific operations they performed in current best practice related to their job functions. The floor and the walls were peeling and rough surfaces. And
where the fuck is this thing being made? Like Tijuana?
Right. The factory equipment was too small for the intended purpose. It just was a hot mess.
Yeah, that's a shit show.
And it's something like, let me see if I can find it.
How many people got vaccines out of that?
I don't know. They didn't.
That would be an interesting thing.
I don't think that they, I think they were just gearing up to start sending them out when they got shut down. But I want to say they had produced like almost 3 million doses of it when they got shut down.
Dude, that's gross.
I mean, I get that there's a...
Chuck said they were making it with shellfish. Probably, dude.
Let's see what
there's like mold. They're literally getting loaves of bread and just molding them and making penicillin.
Gross.
Like just throwing them on shelves.
And Emergent's a pretty big. Like I know I've seen their.
I've
logo
heard
before.
the name
yeah.
for sure. I think
they're a pharmaceutical.
Yeah, that's
obviously
fucked up. So they probably farmed it off to a third party, right? Is that kind of what?
Right
happened?
now they've just shut it down, and the Johnson & Johnson and Emergent are working to correct the situation so that they can start manufacturing and shipping.
Right.
Again.
So it's up to everybody to get their, if they want to get a vaccine or not, right? Ultimately.
This is just one more reason why I'm not getting it, though. This is like another check in my boxes of, we're doing it so quickly that
they're rushing everything.
Yeah.
Right? I don't know.
6 cases. Sorry. 6 cases were identified out of nearly 7 million administered doses.
6 cases of what?
Of
COVID afterwards, like post what?
Very rare blood clotting disorder. Okay. Oh no, that was when they were talking about.
That's just as a result of. That could be anybody. Okay. Yeah.
I know. I think I saw where it said 3 million. I'm trying to see if I can fact check myself.
Fact check yourself.
But I read this.
Check yourself.
I read like 3 different articles, kind of get a better understanding of everything.
Yeah.
And some of them were a little too detailed that I was like, nobody needs to know that much.
Yeah,
but they're taking swift action to remedy the situation.
I know. Of course they are. Dude, I don't know. It's up to you guys. You guys go get it. If you want it, get it.
No, absolutely.
You don't want it.
My thoughts.
Pick your 2-shot, your 3-shot.
Shouldn't keep people who want to do it to keep from doing it, but this is something you should consider.
Right. This drops us kind of into the next story. Can I see your little thingy? Can I see your thingy?
Little thingies. What about she?
Normally this is on your side.
Yeah, I don't have Twitter anymore. Maybe I should.
It's not Twitter. I have a link that I found.
I wonder why yours worked and mine didn't.
Because it came from like Google or something like that originally.
I have Google. I got the Goog.
All right, so let's pause this. All right, so DMX, dude, if you haven't seen DMX's, let me see if I can figure out how to do this because Beth is definitely way better at this shit than me.
Of course I
All right, this is DMX's funeral procession. And this is badass. If I die, Chuck, you're responsible. I want a motorcycle crew, and I want to be on the back of a monster truck.
That's so big.
Chuck, we've known each other for almost 20 years. You are responsible for this. I'm putting it in the will. Now. I'll give you like $10, maybe 50.
That truck is huge.
Isn't that rad? I mean, it sucks that he died, but dude, this is the way to go out. If you're going to go out.
To have this much respect.
Like, come on, man. On top of a fucking monster truck with like a million like motorcycles just cruising through. I think that's just killer.
Well, they also, I think this was on the way to the ceremony, right? The memorial, the memorial at Barclays Center.
Yeah.
Which is funny because it's in California, of course, right? So it was, I don't know why you would have it at the Barclays Center when you could only, unless.
So this is kind of the catch
family
going back
and
to
close
the
friends.
Johnson thing, right?
Huh?
Like going back to the COVID thing, right?
Yeah.
It's California.
But they're only letting, why go to the Barclays Center if you're only letting friends and family in?
I don't know.
And then it looks like there was people.
The Barclays Center, is that where the Lakers play? I don't remember.
I don't know either.
I don't know. I don't follow basketball. Who plays at the Barclays Center?
I don't follow the Lakers.
I think it's the Lakers. Chuck said he's going to start planning it now, so thank you.
Restricted only. Keeps calling me a dumbass. You're going to need to.
I've done it one time in 30 years. 18, whatever. How long have we been together?
Think about it.
17.
I'm not going to answer you.
Okay. How old am I?
Not old enough, apparently.
Stop it. Keep going.
I don't know where I was. You made me move. But outside of the Barclays Center,
yeah,
tons of people. There's a picture of the masses.
I think the Barclays Center is a pretty big place.
No, right? It is. If it's an arena, it's huge. I just don't know why you would need it there if you're only doing friends and family.
17,732 people.
Could you have just done it at like?
Could fit 7,000 people in there and still have them.
Do you think he has that many friends and family? Maybe.
Dude, he's got. Who cares about the friends family? Let some of the fans in, man. Right? It's the Barclays Center.
So
I think it's awesome.
Kanye West's. Damn it, Jim. Sunday service choir kicked off the ceremony with gospel. The hoodie.
That makes sense. That's fitting.
Shirt wearing ensemble performed a few songs, including the classic "Oh Lord, How Excellent" and "Keep on Moving."
Makes sense.
They took the stage doing other things, but yeah, it's weird to me that they would have it at such a big place and have such limited people. And then everybody out front.
I think maybe it's just because of like to have that much outside space. Like you can't have a funeral procession. You know what I mean? Like to be able to, if you're going to stack that many people outside, like as
those people couldn't go
fans.
in.
I know,
the
as
internal
fans,
size of
but you have a big ass building, right? And they can all be outside mulling around versus like, what are you going to do at a fucking park?
You just don't let anybody down the street.
But now you're rolling up in a monster truck with.
No, that's planned. I mean, they would have let him through.
Well, yeah, he was dead.
The truck.
Oh.
Stupid.
Whatever. Another sad news.
Speaking of dead, do the hump.
Everybody remembers this guy.
Do the hump to hump.
Shock G, Digital Underground, do the hump to hump.
I didn't know he was a real rapper.
He's kind of a singer rapper, right?
I thought he was like a parody.
But I only knew him from this. But I knew Digital Underground was kind of a big deal. Yeah. So he was 57. I didn't know he was that old. But you kind of think about it. I'm like, I think I was like 13 when that song came out.
Do me, baby.
Nope, we're going to get flagged. You're too good at it.
Oh, shush.
You get flagged. But I just remember when I first saw him, he had like the fake nose with the glasses or whatever.
And that's actually a video I've seen before, which is rare because I never watch videos. But I remember seeing that one.
Yeah. I sent it to Brian, our buddy Brian.
And that's why I didn't think he was like a real rapper because his voice.
Yeah. He played, it was kind of a nerdy kind of.
Yeah. He was like Urkel growing up.
Yeah. That's a great way to put it. It was kind of a nerdy rapper. Like a Urkel rapper.
Yeah.
Which was kind of cool.
But I did listen to another song.
Yeah. Wasn't a DMX. Digital Underground did a shit ton of stuff.
It starts off, the guys that they're pulling into, it looks like a hotel, and the stretch limo is just full of bodies, girls in the trunk, girls sticking out of the roof.
He was cool. I mean, I liked him when I grew
Girls
up, man.
dancing their boobies on the
Damn
video.
right. That's all it was about. I might get into rapping
like
just for that. Oh, I got followed by some rando girl.
Oh my gosh, with the
I don't
biggest
know. Yeah, dude.
fake
I don't know. Do
boobs.
you guys get followed by just rando
She's
people?
got this cute.
She's pretty hot.
She was fucking hot.
Beth
except
said
her
I'm not
boobs-
allowed to follow her
Her
back.
boobs were a little too fake.
Are they?
I mean, they were like up to here.
Are they?
They literally like.
Were they?
Yes. And then she's posing in that picture with her kid with no bra on and a beige shirt. And
She
I'm like,
was covered. It's not like she was just tits out.
she basically was tits out because if I can see nipple,
Through the, I didn't do it. I just showed Beth. I was like, holy shit,
I was
check
like,
out this
who
chick.
the fuck poses with their kid like this? I mean, have a little common courtesy to your son.
Pretty dope.
He's gonna grow up. His friends are gonna be like, "Your mom's hot, dude." You know how many fights he's gonna get in because he had to pose with his mom like that?
See, I don't even think it was like a fake bot one because she had like images going back like a couple of years.
No,
So well, maybe it wasn't an image. Maybe it was Russia trying to hack into my Insta.
I don't know, maybe, but you're right. She had a lot of pictures, and some pictures she looked 12 with
How you
huge
guys
fake
doing?
tits, and other pictures she looked like a mom with huge fake tits. I mean, these.
Craig
might be
said
the-
he's got bot. He goes, probably a bot account. He goes,
They
yeah.
had to be double Ds.
I get there. Those ones.
Chuck.
Craig
Oh.
must have heard about me on DBs.
Fucking those were the biggest fake boobs I've ever seen, and they started like at her chin.
She was pretty though. Fuck. Maybe she wasn't even real. Maybe she's a fake.
She's probably real, but when
Remember
she
we
lies
talked
down,
about that
when her lies down, her
where
boobs
they-
are still like this, and they
they
don't
make
look like
the
this
fake
at all.
like the fake faces and all that stuff.
Yes, I remember you saying that,
Could be.
but I don't know. I mean,
On
then
a side note.
her kid is fake then too, because she had kids in her photo.
Yeah. Weird. I don't know.
She's a proud mom. He's a proud son. I'd be like, my mom's hot. Fuck you.
The problem is you have friends like when I grew up, like one of my buddies.
That's what I just said. Your
mom
mom's
was, like,
hot.
super hot, and we always fucked with him. Like always.
He's gonna
fucked
get
with
into so many fights.
him.
He'd be like,
No, we were good. I mean, of
we're
course.
talking
we were,
about my
best
mom
friends.
like that.
We were like, hey,
I mean,
dude,
she literally is a
your
MILF.
mom, or like his older sister was like 5 or 6 years older.
She's a
than us.
MILF.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, total. I mean, if I liked fake boobs,
She follows
I would do
me
her.
though. So that's good.
She does?
That's right. I
I
didn't.
thought it was a friend request or a follow
whatever.
request.
No, she followed me. Yeah, she went out and followed
Aren't
me.
you studly?
I am famous
Sure.
to Russian bots on the Russian bot network.
Somebody likes you, babe, so don't feel bad.
Some algorithm somewhere
Thought you were
in the
special.
Ukraine likes me. Hey, so how do you say this? Lilo?
So it's
Lilo?
Lindsay Lohan. I think they say Lilo, or Lilo. Maybe
Lilo,
it's Lilo. I
whatever.
don't know.
Lindsay Lohan's dad's going to the clink.
Yeah, he got arrested.
He's a dumbass. I'm pretty sure
The
he tried to
picture they
fucking.
have-
I said I'm pretty sure he tried to. I thought when you first told me about this, I was like, did he put her in like one of those psych wards to
That's
like
what
get
you
some
were like
cash?
trying to get some cash, but apparently he was getting kickback from rehab. So he would send people to
Facilities,
rehab.
right?
Yeah, and he was arrested Friday on charges that he illegally took kickbacks from referring patients to a substance abuse treatment center. He's 60 and he was booked in the Palm Beach County Jail. I'm sure it's probably nice. It's Palm Beach, for crying out loud.
Oh yeah, dude. Whatever. Yeah, Palm Beach.
It says the Delray Beach Area Drug Treatment Center called Pride Recovery paid more than $27,000 in kickbacks to Lohan.
Oh fuck, 27 grand.
I mean, that's a lot for sending people. I mean,
No,
under
27
Florida law,
grand.
it's
I was
illegal.
expecting like
he's a
7
healthcare
million.
provider. It's illegal for a healthcare provider to pay commissions for referral of patients. So he's referring his patients to these places, whether they need it or not, and they're paying him for
I
this.
know, but 27 grand, dude. Come
I
on.
want to see if it says how long. I mean, what if it was just for a month?
If it was like in a couple days, okay, that can add up. But
So
27 grand.
The practice has been linked to numerous insurance instances of fraud in which rehab centers get reimbursed for performing.
I
costly
wonder
and
if it
unnecessary
was a
tests.
bigger kind of like sting. I wonder if they were like going after the place and he just happened to.
Oh no! It says that he's the 117th person arrested in connection.
Okay, there you go. Yeah.
For the task
So it
force
was,
ongoing probe into patient brokering.
Yep. Patient brokering.
Wow, 117th person arrested. People get arrested in Florida for all kinds of shit like this, where it's these. Remember,
Is that
we
Florida?
Were, yeah.
California. Oh, Palm Beach. Yeah. Sorry. I had my coasts wrong.
But there's so somebody says, Michael Lohan. Okay, so Lohan's attorney Heidi Perlett says her client did not What happened? It just moved. Her client denies Ehrenberg's allegations. She says Michael Lohan has helped countless individuals suffering from addiction issues. She continues to say that Michael should be applauded for his efforts in saving lives, not arrested for them. Michael is looking forward to having his day in court where the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
But still, that's like nothing.
Yeah, but how? Obviously, they have something on him, or they wouldn't have arrested him.
Yeah, of course. Well, he's a shithead.
He's had prior run-ins with the law. Allegations of domestic violence.
Yeah, I remember. That's what I was thinking. I was totally expecting it to be like he threw J-Lo, or not J-Lo, fucking Lindsay Lohan in there.
He appeared on season 5 of Celebrity Rehab with Dr. Drew. Mm-hmm. I don't know, but he looks like a douchebag.
Yeah, pretty much.
He's like, what's in his picture?
So if you go out to the to Ross Patterson Revolution, there was an episode with, what the hell is Barnes Courtney, I think his name.
Who?
He's this rock star out in L.A.
Okay.
And he's an up-and-comer, right?
Well,
and he's crazy as shit. He's crazy as shit.
He's not up high enough.
You'll know. Eventually, he'll get...
He'll get his rounds?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he tells a long...
He's a rock star? Like, what kind of music?
Like rock and roll.
Oh, I will never know about him.
He tells a long, detailed story about his travels and trip with Lindsay Lohan.
Yeah.
Over in, like, Europe somewhere.
She's partying balls.
Fucking... Yeah, it's hilarious,
Excuse
dude.
me.
With her bodyguard and all this shit. It's good.
Wait,
check
her bodyguard's pottering?
Not partying. Partying.
With them?
No, he's just blocking. Like
he's bodyguarding.
It's
her.
Interesting. Yeah, it's pretty interesting.
What does he say?
You gotta go watch it. I can't.
I can't. I'm not. Yeah. I don't do podcasts.
You'll watch.
I either work or I listen.
Craig said he's British. Yep.
He's British.
Yep.
Is he ugly or is he good looking?
He looks like a rock star. He looks like a British rock star.
What kind of rock star though? Like,
let's look him up real quick. How about that?
Like the guy in Forgetting Sarah Marshall kind of rock star where he's...
Oh, you talk...
Or...
Kind of. Actually, he kind of does look like fucking...
Or like Maroon 5 rock star. There's a big difference.
Barnes Courtney. Give me your little plugger inner. This is Barnes
Your plugger inner.
Everybody knows. He kind of does look like... What's his name? What the fuck is that dude's name from...
There
you go.
Oh, he's horrible.
No, he's like a teenager, for Christ's sake.
He needs to cut his
Maybe he's not
hair.
A teenager. Maybe he's like in his 20s or something like that.
I'm not a guy. I'm not a girl who likes guys with long hair. Like, that doesn't...
He's a rock star, and he...
Can I see your phone when you unplug it? Because I want a better view of him.
He was tripping balls on mushroom tea. It was It's a great episode. Go check out the last one. Ross Patterson.
He is really young. He's got a nice mouth, but he'd be even better looking if you cut
got
the
a pretty
hair.
mouth, boy.
Sure, you got a pretty mouth. So I've done mushroom tea once.
You did?
Yes.
You never told me about
this. Yes, I'm pretty sure I have.
No.
It was.
You're a druggie?
It was at a ranch in College Station, probably closer to Houston because we had to drive for about an hour.
Her dad's a DEA agent, retired
80
years ago, so it doesn't matter.
He knows what college kids do, whatever you want to say.
He thought you were smoking the marijuana.
I was doing that too, but not at this party.
Fucking hippie. Russell Brand, that's the dude's name. Thank you. God
it's too skinny. And then
I told you last episode, we don't know people's names.
We know enough that people can know what we're talking about and fill us in. That's the most important part, that they get what we're talking about. But where he's grinding in that movie, where he's talking about wanting to have sex with her, Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Oh, yeah.
And so shrooms. I had never done shrooms before.
Did you throw up everywhere?
Nope. I had the best night of my life.
I did. I had a good night on shrooms.
Trippy.
Like this was when I was like 17.
So some people were eating them. Some people were like making tea. And
saw the movie Twister.
Leanne was like, all right, well, we're just gonna we're not gonna have you eat them.
This is all
college.
Okay.
I was probably 20.
Hey, professional people life out there.
20.
This is before times.
Facebook. And
this is before times.
I wouldn't have done this if Facebook was live now because it would have been on there, but probably
it's on there now, kind of, right?
I'm talking about a trippy story and nobody can determine if it's real or not.
Is it real?
I don't know. Is it? I mean,
she could have done this.
But anyways, so she said, we're just going to give you a little bit of tea.
It was terrible to watch. Anyway, go ahead.
You weren't even there.
I'm not talking about something
I was like, you weren't even there. Oh my gosh, it was so much fun. I just remember dancing my ass off all night long. I was like, this is the best night ever. Dana and Leanne had way more than me because they were more experienced.
Are you calling out your friends?
No.
On a live show?
Yeah.
Oh, God damn.
They're not embarrassed. They would say the same thing.
Are you
my
sure?
parents know we did this.
No.
Yes.
Your DEA dad knows you did this.
My mom.
He does now, motherfucker.
My mom.
I gotta get some change in the change
The
jar.
night before my first wedding, the rehearsal dinner, my dad and my mom were up front. Dana and Leah are in the back seat. And I don't even remember what we're talking about. And we were making fun of our Monday night. So Monday nights used to be
Like get hammered night?
girls get high night.
Oh.
Dana would always get us what we
Is
needed.
it legal in Texas
Nope.
back then? Is it legal now?
Nope. But she was like, "You guys are so stupid. You
I know
think
some
you're
new
so
current DEA agents
you
in
think
Texas.
you're so tricky. I know you guys are talking about smoking weed." And we were all like, all three of us in the back seat were like, "No." My mom was like, "We're not that stupid. You have two older brothers who grew up in the 70s. Come on."
Naked twister on shrooms is what Chuck said. No,
that seems scary.
No.
That seems scary.
Yeah, that could go sideways real fast.
Seems like accidents could happen. Things could get broken.
Naked oiled twister.
That's even
Oiled
worse.
up.
Only use coconut oil, people. The rest is bad for your body.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh. No, we went and watched Twister the movie, and
Why
then
would you do that and then go watch a movie?
I've only done it once in my entire
Me
life.
too. I never did it again.
And I
I never
never
wanted to
touched
do
it
it
again.
again
Yep.
because it was so good. It could never get better.
We went and watched a movie, and then we went down to the beach because we had to.
Woo! You party
No,
animals.
it was awesome. We just literally sat on the beach and like.
I was at party all night, drinking, dancing,
Oh,
making love tonight. No, I didn't have a boyfriend then, so.
Oh, you're fucking crazy.
It was a really
Hey, so
good
Caitlyn
time.
Jenner's running for California governor
I didn't even know she was still around. I haven't heard hair or hide from her
as a
lately.
Republican
Well, hey,
against soon-to-be recalled
she may have a really
Governor
good chance.
Gavin Newsom. It puts it kind of. I wanted to talk to you about this because it puts
Talk to me about this?
Yeah.
Or everybody.
well just everybody, but it kind of puts in this like weird situation, right?
Por qué?
That you have a transgendered woman,
A conservative transgender woman.
conservative transgender woman,
apparently. Right?
running in California, right? Against Newsom, who is a very left liberal, blah, 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 blah. I mean, it's kind of an interesting situation, I think.
Well, because a lot of the LBGT,
Right, Miss
what is it?
Cambianca?
LBGT.
Q
Yeah.
A
I don't-
LGBTQA, I think is.
Yeah.
I think that's
A lot
where
of
that-
them are further left. Well, I shouldn't generalize because I get so mad when people generalize, but
But you have like my aunts, and I call them my aunts intentionally because I've got.
they're ants, but yeah.
I'm from New England. They're my aunts, right? But they've been
Is
out
it
and gay
vases or vases?
for many, many, many years, right? Like
Right.
I've known since I ever met them. I met my Aunt Rose in
I love your aunts.
'89.
Yeah, and your Aunt Mary.
After when my brother died, we moved, so it was like maybe very, very early '90s. So you're talking 30 plus years. I mean,
Right.
I remember working for them, and they are very, very, very conservative.
Oh, they are.
Absolutely, very, very
I know why they
conservative.
would love them for a reason.
Right? You know, they're
Kidding.
pro.
Choose your life.
Do
Choose
your own
your
fucking
life.
thing,
Yeah.
right? And that's literally what it is.
Choose your life.
So it's interesting that if California it's not that it needs to switch.
Do you think it's because people are getting tired of, because I kind of feel like people who live in California and New York are being punished for living California and New York by paying higher taxes,
Yeah,
by being,
they fucking do.
are they still trying to charge people taxes when they sell their house for like the next 10 years?
I don't think that,
that
went
get
through.
nuked?
I think
but
that,
I feel like people who live in California and New York are getting penalized for deciding to be Californians and
California,
New
yeah.
Yorkers.
like Corey, my buddy Corey, who's down in
I mean, we've had so many friends leave
Laguna
California
area
because
and
of a lot
granted,
of this
it's
stuff.
an expensive area, and he fully understands that. He's like, I'm getting out of here eventually. I can't say he's getting.
Well, it's
out
hard
of
because
here,
his wife's whole family is
Yeah,
there. So,
but I mean,
she's
he's gonna
She's from a
eventually-
culture that you stick with your family.
but if your taxes cost more than your
If you're-
house payment,
Yeah. Well, if your taxes are making, if they're making, how am I trying to say this? If you're saving for your taxes more than you're living your life,
it's an upside
it's ass
down
backwards.
measurement, right? It's just an interesting thing, and I think it's really, honestly, regardless of what you think of Caitlyn Jenner, I think it's cool. I think it's cool that she's coming out and actually
I
fucking
hope she gives
saying,
him a good run for his money.
"Fuck yeah!" And because that guy's a dickbag, and keep
Yeah,
in mind
we all know how
that
much you love
he
him.
is Nancy Pelosi's nephew or
Lover?
some shit nephew or some shit like that, right?
Come on, that
So
makes
it's all in
sense.
the family. It's all in the family. But then again, you're gonna have
Nepotism.
what is it?
Not really. but he got voted
You're
in.
gonna have.
He got voted in, so it's not really all in the family.
He got voted in, but it's there's a bit of nepotism there, right? That happens where you kind of.
See, Chuck, I used another big word, fucker.
Yep, big words. But but then you kind of have a Kardashian family, which is Jenner, right? Kind of.
That's a hot mess.
Dude, they're billionaires, man. Fucking
I
either
thought
way.
It was funny because you know how this is their last season, or they just ended their last
they've
season.
already signed their next contract.
Wait, what? They're doing another one? So it was all
on a
fake
different
news?
show.
Oh, on a different channel.
On a different channel.
So it was their last show with
Yep.
E, because E probably was like, mm-mm. But what's the mom's name?
Chris.
She was crying. I saw one of the commercials. She's like, I can't believe this is the last season. I'm like,
Of that one working with those people, but they'll probably still just hire those same people to be.
Everybody's going to go over.
Yeah.
Also, because it's
interesting.
the union, so they're going to be like, you want to keep filming this? You got to use this.
All right, let's jump in. This is what we've all been waiting for.
Is it?
Let's jump into a quick UFC. This might get us blocked. I don't fucking know.
Why?
I don't really care because I'm showing an image of the UFC. You can't see it on there. You're going to watch it on your phone. Or right there. I tried to print it out for Beth, but it came out all fucked up. So we've got big
this is
fights
on the
tonight.
internet, right? It's allowable. We're not selling it.
It's on the. We're not selling anything. There's no selling anything.
It's funny how some of the girls look just like the guys.
All right, so we're just gonna go to the mains. All right, the main card. So we've got, and you can just check off who you think. All right.
Well, I didn't get everybody though. That's the problem.
No, we'll start in the middle. No worries. So we've got Smith versus Crute. So we're gonna go through.
I got Smith.
You got Smith. You going Smith?
He looks like a Marine. He looks like he's gonna be badass.
Right at B. I'll go Crute, even though he's a Brit.
You get the X because you're wrong. I get the
All
check.
right, Hill versus Weidman. I'm gonna go Weidman, Chris Weidman. I'm gonna go Weidman on this one.
I think I'm gonna go Hill.
All right, who you guys got? You guys go ahead and pull up, write it down. We'll talk about this next time.
The girls fight. I can only see one
Shevchenko
of them.
and Andrade.
Is she the redhead?
She is not the redhead. Shevchenko?
Can I see?
Shevchenko? I can't think of it.
Can I see her?
Yeah. There you go.
I don't know, dude.
Who you got? It's a call.
I think I'm going to do, I hate to say this because I really would like.
Andrade.
I think Andrade is going to win.
Take it. I'll do Shevchenko.
She's a badass, dude.
Who you guys got? All right, so now we're getting into the main cards.
What about
sorry.
Zhang and
Oh, did I miss one? That's something we're going to get up into those two top cards now. So we've got Zhang and Nemanja.
Can I see Nemanja picture? Because I only got part of her.
She has been in several fights. We've seen quite a few fights with her.
She looks like a Marine too. I'm going to go with her.
All right, there you go. I'll go Zhang or Zhang. Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce people's names. I can barely fucking say my own. So
I still have to, when I spell it, I still have to say it La Montagne.
Are you fucking serious?
Yep.
Is this the thing?
That's the thing.
Jesus.
Maybe because I started doing that from the onset, but I was like, how the hell am I going to ever remember to spell this last name? Just say it like it's spelled, or spell it like it's said.
Corey Dean, going back a second here, he said, the devil works hard, but Kris Jenner works harder. That's fucking true, dude. And that's why like 4 of them are billionaires at this point, right? 3 or 4 of the kids are billionaires, including herself.
Yeah.
All right. The big one.
Okay, I'll keep my mouth shut.
Usman versus Masvidal.
Where is that on here?
Top right or left. Up there.
Ah.
So Masvidal and Usman. You don't know much of you've seen both of them
I think
fight.
I'm going to go Masvidal.
You're going to go Masvidal?
Yeah.
God damn it, I was going to go Masvidal. I'll go Usman. All right.
Shouldn't let me go first.
That's okay.
Can we both?
Ladies
we can't,
first.
We can't
no,
pick the same one?
I'm going to take the opposites on you.
Okay.
That's our choices. Sunglasses are dope. My $10 sunglasses.
He wears them so often, he's got
I've got
permanent dents in his head.
But my sunglasses are from, I've had these since the trip down to
Cali, a couple years ago.
Well, Cali, but also on the
Cruise?
DB cruise. Yeah, I've had these forever.
We need to find another pair.
$10, Panama Jack.
It's funny because you buy
And I
really
have never lost them.
you buy really expensive glasses. Day
get
2 they get a
fucking
scratch on
ruined.
the lens. Literally, I'm not kidding when I tell you. Day 2 they get a scratch on the lens. You buy these $10 and they've lasted
Got
you
them at the convenience
forever.
store.
They might have some scratches on them,
But they're $10, so who gives a fuck?
Yeah. And
Anyway.
they look good on you, baby.
Yep. Feel goods. Let's jump into that, man, real quick. So my feel good today. So my nephew, I've probably humble bragged about him a few times, but it's awesome. So he's in the Coast Guard, living his best life. This is him on I think it was a 42-foot boat out cruising around, learning how to drive a 42-foot boat, right? And he's, it's just awesome. He had some other pictures out on his.
They let him take pictures of this shit,
Yeah, so there's not a lot of they blur out a lot of stuff and they do everything, which is great. So there's no security kind of issues. This is he's stationed up in I forgot.
Nantucket.
Thank you. Nantucket Nantucket Island.
I had a piece of hair I couldn't find.
But I'm just super, super proud of him, and he's just having a fucking blast. So
I have two.
Okay.
I only told you about one.
Oh, okay.
But I have two. I got to spend the day with my favorite person, finding the stuff I didn't need to find today, and ate pizza.
Oh, that's sweet. Did you say that about? Was there somebody else there?
No, it's just you. And then we ate it.
My wife.
Dough, which we hadn't eaten in years. It's a delicious pizza place
in downtown, or not downtown.
Not downtown.
Kind of
downtown.
Just in San Antonio proper. Yeah.
But they had phenomenal fucking food, dude.
Dough was dope. Yeah.
It was really funny because when you sat down is right when the waiter walked up, and I was like, they have like an Italian hummus that I think we should try. He's like, whoa.
The waiter comes over, he's like,
Italian hummus. And I was like, yeah. He's like, show me what you're talking about. And I showed it and I read it to him. He's like, oh yeah, it is kind of like an Italian hummus.
This shit was
delicious.
Yeah.
It was ricotta.
So good. Ricotta on a super hot cast iron.
Did he say cooked at like 800 degrees? I know, but he said it was 800 degrees.
So do this. This is
and all they did was scoop it and dump it and scoop it and dump it
to a little small ramekin kind of cast iron.
They
balsamic
put honey and balsamic
vinegar
on it and served it with
oh my god. It changed.
So good.
It was something I'd never had. It was so good.
But I thought it was funny that he was like Italian hummus, and then he was like, oh yeah, kind of.
Beth's drinking Whiteclaws.
No
Somebody
laws.
asked if you were drinking Tall Boys. They kind of look like it in those.
Oh really?
Yeah. No, she's drinking a White Claw. Only mine are tea and hers are regulars.
Yeah.
So today,
and my second one was I'll post it, but it's a Sailor Mom surprise. She was hold on, let me tell you what ship she was on at least so I can at least get that right. But she was away for 10 months, and they were doing.
It was good, Corey, dude.
Huh?
No, keep going.
Oh, she was away for 10 months, and her children. She was on the USS. I'm gonna get this wrong. USS Philippine Sea.
Okay.
Which returned Wednesday to Naval Station Mayport, and her kids go to New Beach Elementary School.
All right.
And it was a flag raising ceremony to honor military children. So she had her kids. They had the 3 kids up there, and these always like I see them, and I'm all like, oh my God,
dude, I almost started tearing up just talking about my nephew. So whatever.
Yeah, I know. I could totally tell when I saw your face. I was like, I think he just got emotional a little bit. But it's really sweet. It was the typical where she comes around the corner, and the kids are first like. And the baby one runs to her, the older one runs to her, and the second one is still like flabbergasted that she's there and slowly comes to her. But I just find those heartwarming. And,
it's awesome.
They do so much for us. So when we can showcase the happy endings, I love it. It makes me like, I was watching it, awesome. I was like, I'm such a bitch. Why am I crying? Those are the times
that like life matters. It's kind of like when there's these reunions and shit where you haven't seen each other for
ever
a year.
Yeah, well, 10 months. I mean, that's a long time for a little kid to not see their mom, you know?
Absolutely.
So
it's awesome.
I'll post it so you guys can see it. It was really cute.
Cool.
And heartfelt. Like they were getting ready to do the Pledge of Allegiance when she came around, and it was just cute.
Nice.
Look, I'm about to cry again because I'm watching it.
Turn that shit off. That's going to start tearing. All right. Remember, we got some fights coming up.
We'll get badass.
You're going to get badass over here, all right? So today in history, we've got a couple of fun ones. One is kind of, all right, so you guys, this is going to age a lot of people. In 1981, either you weren't born.
I was 11.
Or you were, like, I think in our age demographic.
I was 11. You were 7?
I was 5.
Oh. I tried to age
That's
you a little.
older than me, by the way.
Everybody knows that.
1981, the
younger,
IBM personal computer was introduced.
Do you remember those things?
No, because I was 5.
I think that we had one.
We had a Commodore 64. Or
those were pretty popular until like Mac started changing the world, right?
The keyboard and had the remember the old the floppy disk, the hard disk.
The monitors that were like this big.
You don't remember these?
Oh, floppy disk, yeah, I remember those.
No, we had just the Commodore that you had to plug. You had to screw into a back of a TV with a UHF.
Oh no, I didn't have
VHF.
that. We were Hispanic. We didn't have that thing.
Oh, so
we had remote controls.
My brother was more
TV.
advanced than you.
Maybe.
Your brothers were older than your brother was.
You're
like
white people. You might have been.
We were poor white people back.
You still had something I didn't have.
No, I remember it was just a keyboard.
But I also was very busy as a child.
Remember the floppy disk?
Yeah.
But it was considered a hard, like
Big
5
old
1/4.
square with a round in the center.
We had that, and my brother Chris.
You're right there.
I'm having a back cramp.
You're right
now.
there.
I lifted heavy weights, and now I'm getting a back cramp.
Dude, I grabbed his traps earlier today. He was like, ah! I was like, really? Let's just keep this going.
No. No, it's funny.
I'm trying to remember when my parents got a computer, and I think it was
85 when we had that. I don't know.
I don't think my parents had a computer.
Craig said he was -9.
-9. He was
-10.
He was a wee chap.
He was -10 and 90. Negative. Yeah. Christina said it's 3 years since I've been since she's seen her oldest, who's in the Navy. Oh. I hope you guys get to connect back
seriously.
soon. Yeah, absolutely. Ms. Kamiaka said she was 1.
And I probably put her to sleep at that point. I probably was like, let's take a nap.
Yep. Isn't that funny?
I'm trying to think. Like, I think we had computers at school. Mm-hmm. I learned how to type on a typewriter, though. What did you learn how to type on?
A typewriter.
But you don't know how to type, so you didn't learn to type on anything.
No, I got out of the typewriter. I literally dropped the typing class.
Why? It's the easiest class in the world.
No, I didn't want to have to deal with anything.
This is how he types. And he has a hard time, and I'm over here like 100 words a minute.
I've made it this far miraculously. I write the notes every goddamn day.
I don't know how. That's why you need a half hour.
Stop reading.
That's right, brother. I want to say, like, the first time obviously I used them in high school a little bit, but I don't think my parents had a computer until you've got
we
mail.
had that. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We didn't have a computer until we had AOL. My mom was super into computers and shit.
Wasn't it pretty much the same computer until Apple came out with their computers and kind of started revolutionizing the whole...
Not Apple. We never had an Apple. We always had IBMs.
I used Apples because I was a graphic design major, so I used Apple in college.
Yeah,
and I remember thinking,
TJ
this is the most badass thing, and now we have these.
Yeah, my buddy TJ had like the first Apple that I ever saw. And he went to Carnegie Mellon for architecture. So that makes sense.
Fancy.
Fancy.
Yeah, but I'm older than him.
But he went to the special smart kid schools all the time.
I'm older than him, and I used an Apple in college for my graphic design.
It's
and you
kind
could
of the
do
same.
shit on Apple that you could not do on any other computer at that time.
Yeah.
Now, people have changed their ways, and Microsoft is like, yeah, they're kind of good things, so we should probably try to mimic them a little bit. But there were programs that would change your life in college.
Exactly, Logan. They were the colorful computers. Remember the monitors that had pink and blue and yellow? You could get whatever color you wanted.
So as you're designing your graphics, you're like, oh, I'm going to make purple.
Yeah.
You just had to move the little thing around till you got it.
So lastly, the next thing, the other thing today in history is the Hubble Telescope was launched in 1990, which is kind of cool. It was launched off the Space Shuttle Discovery. This is an image of Pillars of Creation. So if you check it out, which is pretty cool. Because think about it, that's 31 years ago, right? And it's been out there they've upgraded it and they've done different things.
So how do where is it located?
In space.
No shit, Sherlock.
I have no fucking idea. It's out there somewhere.
Can they get to it?
I don't know.
You're no use to
I'm not a fucking astronaut. I just know it's cool.
Upgraded. So have they upgraded it?
It might be in outer orbit where I don't know. I don't know exactly, but I know they've upgraded.
I know they take really cool pictures.
Yeah.
But
and
did you also see
these pictures aren't the pictures it takes.
I know, that's what you told me, and I was really
they go back through and they recolor.
How do they know what color it is? They just make that shit up.
And
they just make that shit up.
So that might look like a big middle finger just sitting out there.
It's like the dinosaurs.
Good.
We have this vision of dinosaurs that could be completely wrong. I'm okay with that because I don't want to see
Earth was just started 2,000 years ago, so
and it was flat.
And it was flat.
So SpaceX did another launch. Did you see that?
I did see that. That was pretty cool.
And it had like different
I was going to put some pictures on this.
Yeah, different countries were involved.
There's one right over Disney World in Florida, and it's pretty cool. It's like right over what's the castle called?
The Walt Disney Castle?
Yeah, what's that thing called? Is it just the Walt Disney Castle? I don't know.
When you wish upon a star.
No, that's not.
Makes no difference where you are.
What are you talking about?
I'm trying to remember if it has the name in the song.
I don't know. Whatever. It's pretty cool. Go check that out. Anyway.
But so I thought it was kind of cool that it was a joint effort with different
There's a picture
nations.
from Pittsburgh.
Yeah.
That was taken in the Pittsburgh. Somebody I saw it out on Facebook or something like that, and they said it's very, very. It's a lot of time. It's very overcast. Obviously, it's Pittsburgh. For them, it had to have been the perfect mix because it's like 1,000 miles south, whatever, where it took off. It had to have been at a certain time of the day. It was still dark enough where they could still see it, right? And all of these things happen, and it's like you can see it kind of off the distance.
That's kind of cool because that probably doesn't happen very often for them.
Yeah, exactly.
What time of day was it?
Walt Disney World, Magic Kingdom.
No, Magic Kingdom.
Cinderella Castle.
Is it really Cinderella Castle?
I have no fucking idea. We've been there. We went there 2 years ago or something.
A year and a half ago.
Yeah, it was a year ago. That was your birthday last year.
My birthday.
God damn.
Best birthday trip ever. Was it?
No, New Orleans was pretty fucking badass.
I'm
just waiting on one of these good ones for her to plan. I just plan her good ones all the time.
Bitch, I threw you a huge 30th, and you're picky as fuck, dude. I would plan something and be like, really, this is what you plan for us to do?
You know what?
You do whatever you want to do all the time.
14 years ago, and we weren't even married at that point.
You know what?
You suck. Hey, remember, go out and like and subscribe.
And now you think I'm going to plan something for you.
Check out our Facebook and Instagram. Do all that good stuff. We appreciate it. Give us a little review out on
Tell them Greg sucks. Say Greg sucks.
You can put it. I don't give a shit if you put a 1 star. Just fucking review it.
Greg sucks balls. That's what I'm going to put.
That would be fucking hilarious. Hey, make the fire. Go out and do something good for
Disney
one another.
World. Oh, 2011. Stephanie said 2011 Disney World, 1990. Wow.
I don't know.
I don't think it has a name. Casa de Disneyland.
Jesus,
I throw a Mexican
Hispanic.
Mexican thing in there.
Be good to each other. Evan Haley, we miss you. Ian, come get a beer without the
DJ
military.
Monte Carlo signing out.
First responders and all of you folks, we can't do this shit. So
I'm a nerd.
We love y'all.
I've had a little bit of
Go watch
today.
some fights. Go have a good weekend, and we'll see you on fucking Wednesday. Don't forget to check it out because I'm gonna have a panic attack before that happens.
Fingers
but
crossed.
I
guys.
hope
Fingers
it
crossed.
is gonna be.
The A, I don't murder him. B, he figures it out, and C, it goes off
rad.
without a hitch.
Y'all take care.
Love you guys.
Later.
See you Wednesday.